Hello, welcome to Magic to be Revealed, and today I have an awesome impromptu card trick that I would like to teach you guys. So let's get into it. So since this is an impromptu magic trick, you will first make sure that your audience knows that every card is different. If they want, they can shuffle the deck. They should really be sure that there is no setup and that it is a very fair magic trick. Next up, you're gonna ask the spectator to pick a card. They can really pick freely. Let's say they pick this card, and make sure to tell them that they are not gonna show it to you. So this is gonna be their selection, which we're going to place right in front. Once they have looked at their selection, you're going to ask them to kindly say stop wherever they feel like, and that's where you're going to stop, and that's where we are going to bury their card. Again, last time you can check it out. We're going to put it right in the middle and dribble the rest of the cards on top, making it extremely fair and losing the card in the middle of the deck. At this point, you can ask the spectator if they want to shuffle the deck again. They might just give the deck a few of these ones, and yeah, that would conclude their shuffling. They will return you the deck, at which point you're gonna tell them that you're gonna find their card, but you're not gonna do it alone. You're gonna look for two of your friends, which are gonna help you at this point find their selected card. So without further more to say, you look for your two friends. So here's one. And the other one is right here. So that being said, I just found my two friends, which are these two guys, the two jacks. And I'll make sure that my audience member knows that I have only these two jacks that I took out. Their card is not on the top, and these two are gonna help me now find your selected card. So what I will do is I will place one on top and one on the bottom, and leave one out jog just a tiny bit. At this point, I will blow my hand. And with their help, they're gonna catch one card. And this one card, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna be their selected card. Yes, this is a fun little magic trick. It is very simple. Again, mainly targeted for the intermediate or the beginning magicians. But I actually really like it as an opener because it is very angle proof. It's very easy to do. And again, fully impromptu. So yeah, it's just a great icebreaker to start off your normal routine. If you like this performance and you can't wait for the tutorial, please leave me a like, subscribe, and without further to say, let me explain you how it's done. So again, you just need a deck of cards and a little bit of practice, but nothing too major. So the card trick starts off by you asking the audience member to select a card. Really, it's a free selection. They can pick whichever card they want. Let's say they pick the 10 of hearts. Now, this magic trick has only two moves and they're not complicated. The first one is when they put the card in. So when they put the card in, you just dribble the cards, ask them to stop wherever they want. And when you ask them to put the card down, what you secretly do is you look at the top card. Probably all of you are familiar with this technique, and you just spot the card. When you say, hey, please put your card here. Of course, not as flashy as this. They should not see the top card or that you can see it. Just say, hey, place your card please here. And you can see the 6 of diamonds. That being said, they would place the card right here in the middle of the deck where they said stop, and you would dribble the rest on top. Since you dribbled it and you applied a little bit of force, these two cards are now gonna stick ever so slightly together. That being said, this is why you can ask the spectator if they want to shuffle the cards. Now, if they don't do a pharaoh shuffle, which is pretty much where one card goes really in between each other card like this, this trick is not gonna get screwed up. So if we just give it a random little shuffle, just like most probably audience members would do, you can clearly tell that if you now look for the card, it was the 10 of hearts is theirs, and we got a spot at the 6 of diamonds. So we know that the 10 of hearts, their selected card, is going to be on top of that one. And as you can see, they stick together. So what do you do at this point? Well, you don't tell them, of course, that you're going to look for the 6 of diamonds. Rather, you're going to say you're going to look for your two friends, which are going to be the two black jacks or the two red jacks, whichever ones are better. And let me explain what I mean with that. When you start going through the deck, and you see, for example, that right here, the two jacks are sticking together, it's not good to take the two black jacks, but rather maybe focus on the red ones. Why? Because if you get the first two ones and you have not seen your spectator's card, you can't have an excuse why you keep searching. So that being said, if you see this, you would first go, of course, for the red jack. Now you can keep scrolling, until you find, of course, your marked card, which is the 6 of diamonds. You know that the audience member's card is going to be this 10 of hearts. Right here, at this moment, you're going to keep a break while you keep searching for the other red jack, your other friend. That being said, we're just going to keep here the little break and keep searching. Here is the other red jack, which you're also just going to outjog, just with the back of your index finger. At this point, of course, you don't let them see any of this. You just let them see the outjogged cards. At this point, where you have the break is where you're gonna cut. You're gonna cut the cards, flip them, and pull out your 2 friends, the 2 jacks, and very freely place them on the top. Now you can say, hey look, these are my 2 friends. Just pronounce it, you don't have to say it as I said right now, hey look, there is no other card. I just did it so you guys can see it especially, but in the performance I would just show, these are my 2 friends. At the same time I will tell them, hey, your card is not on top, right? Which of course they're gonna say no, because their card is on the bottom of the deck. That being said, I will place 1 on top and 1 on the bottom, just like so. And I will outjoke 1. And I say, hey, here right now, my 2 friends are gonna find your card. Now this is the second part of the trick. The first one was to look at the card and find them. And now this is where actually sort of the magic happens. And this is how it looks like from the bottom. Since you keep it outjoked, what you're gonna do with the friction of your hand, you're just gonna sort of hold on to the top card and the bottom card, and of course also apply pressure to this 10 of hearts. What happens when you slide just the cards, you can see by itself that this 10 of hearts sticks to your hand. And especially once you do it with speed. Right now I got actually 2 cards in here, but once you actually do it with speed, you can see that if you keep it outjoked and you just have a little bit of your skin contact with this 10, it's just gonna stay in your hand. Like so. Did you see? That's their 10. Let's do it one more time. You keep 1 on top, 1 outjoked, you grab the cards, make sure that you have enough space so you have enough of skin contact so it does stick. And you can see how it just sticks. And of course you would try to catch it perfectly with the other hand. And here we have the 10 of hearts. Last time in full motion, this is how it would look. And at this point I would maybe put these cards to the side to make it just a little bit more magical, to make it even cleaner. Put the 1 in the front and tell them, hey, please look at the card. They can take it out themselves, or you can very slowly, to build up just a little bit more the climax, show them that it's the 10 of hearts. Well, that would conclude it. Thank you again for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this trick, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. I'm out.